This paragraph comprehension practice test question for the ASVAB and PiCAT says, which of the following best expresses the major emphasis of the passage? So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and pause the video and read through the passage yourself. That said, I'm going to go through these answer choices one by one until I find the correct answer. A says, staying calm when stung by a honeybee can prevent an allergic reaction. So let's go back to the passage and see where it says what happens to people who panic. It says, when stung by a honeybee, many people panic, which exacerbates their reaction. Exacerbates means to make worse. It doesn't mean prevent. So for that reason, I know A is not correct. B says prompt medical attention is required if a person experiences swelling after a sting. So it says right here, swelling is a common symptom associated with a sting. In other words, almost everyone who gets stung by a honeybee is going to have some swelling. So B is not correct. C says serious allergic reactions to honeybee stings are rare but require immediate treatment. So more often than not, the very first sentence in a passage is going to be about its main topic. And the first sentence in this passage says, honeybee stings, although briefly painful, are seldom life-threatening. In other words, serious allergic reactions to honeybee stings are rare. So the first part of this statement is true. And what's more, if we read this part of the passage right here, it says if pain and swelling are accompanied by shortness of breath, this may indicate an allergic reaction and prompt medical attention is required. So again, if there is a serious allergic reaction, we need prompt medical attention. So the correct answer to this one is C. Now, if you look at D, removing the stinger quickly is the best way to reduce the severity of a honeybee sting. That is true according to the passage. That said, we want to know the major emphasis of the passage. And if you look through this passage one more time, you could see that for the most part, it's about reactions to honeybee stings. Half of the passage, in fact, is about how to react to a life-threatening allergic reaction from a honeybee sting. So this one is C.